Hello. In this problem, I want to find the domain of the following function. I want to express my answer in interval notation. The function is f of x equals the square root of 3x minus 8. Remember, there are, at least for this class, two things that can limit your domain. The first one is a radical, and the second one is a rational. Now, the radical, the only time it will limit your domain is if it is an even radical. In other words, it's the square root, the fourth root, the sixth root, so on and so forth. And think of it this way. The reason that a radical limits your domain is because you can never take the square root of a negative number. In other words, whatever is underneath the radical, call it the radicand, must be greater than or equal to 0. That would be your domain. For the rational, that means that you're dividing by something. In other words, your denominator can never be 0 because you can just never divide by 0. That's how you can figure out what the domain is for any function, at least any function you're given in this class. Okay, look at the function. We have f of x equals the square root of 3x minus 8. Notice that it is an even radical. Therefore, this does limit the domain. Now the question is, what's the radicand? It's whatever's underneath the radical. In this case, it is 3x minus 8. So, what we need to do is just set that greater than or equal to 0 and solve. This is just a simple linear inequality. So I add 8 to both sides, so we get 3x is greater than or equal to 8. Then we divide by 3, so x is greater than or equal to 8/3. And if you need to, put this in put this on a number line, 8/3 in the middle, shade everything to the right because that's the direction that the arrow says here. And because it's or equal to, that means I can include the 8/3. Therefore, my domain is going to be 8/3 to infinity.